So everyone has their thoughts and perceptions on what marriage should be like. Should marriage be 50-50 in your estimation? Let's hear what these ladies, or primarily this lady, has to say about it.
Everyone says marriage should be 50-50. It's the biggest crock of bullshit I've ever heard. It's never 50-50.
Yeah.
Ever. And so what we do is we quantify where we are. So if Steve comes home and he'll be like, I got 20.
Just in terms of energy.
Just energy, investment, kindness, patience. I'm at 20. And I'll be like, I'll cover you. I got you, brother. Like, I'll pull the 80.
I agree, 130,000%. And you'll never change my mind on this. I'm very flexible on a lot of things, but a lot of other concepts that we hear about in today's day and age is complete nonsense, but this is not. This makes absolute sense. When my wife is sick, she has the flu, she's had COVID before, right? So who had to take on a lion's share of the responsibility to make sure the kids eat, to make sure they're off to school and the practices and things of that nature? I had to do it. Same thing when it has to do with her. If I'm sick or if I'm out of town on work, she's got to step up and she has to do more than just her 50%. She has to do 90 to 100%. And I do the same thing. So yeah, I agree with this lady wholeheartedly. It is not 50%.
Sometimes we come home, which we have done a lot. My mom has been sick and I'll say, I've got 10. And Steve, like 2 days ago, said, I'm riding a solid 25. So we know that we have to sit down at the table anytime we have less than 100 combined and figure out a plan of kindness toward each other.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, because the thing is, marriage is not something that's 50-50. A partnership works when you can carry their 20 or they can carry your 20.
So, and I'm going to take it a step further. When your spouse doesn't have their 100%, and I'm speaking specifically for women, if the woman does not have 100%, or let's say her 50%, right? She's operating on 20, right? You got to pick up the 80. Let's say both of you are 20. I think the man in that situation needs to carry the 80, even if he only has 20 in that moment. If she only has 20, that's all she's responsible for. That's how it rolls with me and my family, my wife. And that's just the way that I think. And we function perfect that way. If my wife doesn't have her full complement of it that day, and neither do I will I will uptake my responsibility. So I got to make my 20 now 80. Because my wife only has 20, I only have 20, I got to make mine 80. I have to. There's no choice in it. Why? Because I'm the head of my household. So it's the same thing at work. If the coworkers, if your employees are sick and they can't make it for whatever reason, then the manager or the owner of the business has to step up, in order for that thing to keep afloat. Both people can't go, well, freak it, I only got 20, and let the other 60 fly out the window. It doesn't work that way. The family and the children cannot suffer. Why? Because your family whole as a unit is more important than any one individual. Your family as a whole in its totality is more important than any one individual in your family. So keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, as you're going through your day. Men, we've got to do our share. And there are circumstances where we just are going to have to do more. We just have to.